Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the fourth. I want to say fourth
Fourth.
episode of the Oddcast Podcast. Today, it's a little different. Also, if you're here from the TF2 video and subscribed for that, that video should be coming out, the next one, in 2 days from when this video goes up. Is going to go up. So that video is going to go up this Friday, and this video and the TV video is going to go up on Sunday. At least that's the plan, and I really like sticking to that plan. Sounds like a good plan. Hello, by the way, I'm Halo Kirby, for all of you who do not know. And I do this show. I do Helldivers stuff. I do JOJO stuff. I used to do animation stuff. And, yeah, that's a quick summary of what I do. And also expect a JOJO tabletop show in the next few months to come out. And Virgil,
Yes.
for those people returning to the podcast, there's no reason why the audience should know that that's your name. Do you want to know why? Because you've never been on this podcast before. You all might notice that Ethan is gone. My co-host Flintquill has vanished to the aether, and he will return next weekend.
I
So
put him
with
in the
me
void.
today, I can't believe you did this. Why don't you do that to him? He didn't deserve that. He was just attending to his flowing golden hair. Why would you do this to him?
Can't star on the podcast if he's here. Gotta put him in the void temporarily.
Ah, of course. Of course. Well, yes, today with me is Virgil the Space Demon, or Vingle the Spingle Dingle, or Virgil the Spackmore, or many other different kinds of names. that they
Listing
go
all
by.
of the names, huh?
There's too many to list.
So
Some
true.
variant of Virgil the Blank, usually.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Today we have a couple of variety segments for your background noise during chores or other things of the sort, or you can just sit here and engage with us for the full 45 minutes that we will have you. So, let us see what we can get up to this fine day. It has just occurred to me that I need to give you 5 to 10 things to rank blindly for segment 1.
Alright.
So let's go ahead and get started with that right now. Virgil, I need you to unblur the first image in what I sent you earlier today for me.
Kamen Rider's skull?
Yes, I need you to rank these 5 or maybe 10 tertiary Kamen Riders for me. If just on any criteria you like, out of 10, please. Starting with the one you are familiar with, the Kamen Rider skull.
Alright, I think it's best I go on suit design because I haven't watched many a Kamen Rider yet. I plan to expand my horizons in that field at someday, but on suit design alone for Kamen Rider Skull, I'm gonna have to go with a 9 out of 10.
It's a good score.
It's minimalistic, but in a good way. The hat and the scarf are also a very nice yet somewhat unnecessary touch. But
Beautiful, beautiful. A solid start to our list. Let me pull out the list myself, actually, so I can.
brother
remind
does
myself
not
of
even
some of
remember
these
the
names.
list.
Well, I have to pull up the list on my phone because I can't pull it up on my laptop. I'm recording today's screen. All right, reveal the next one to yourself.
Ooh!
That would be Kamen Rider. I want to say Nadeshiko. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce it. I didn't get that far in the show that they are from.
Are
The
they
names
from
left
the
my brain.
one with the rocket head?
I love that's how you remember him. Yes, they are from, as you so eloquently put, the Rocket Head Kamen Rider show.
Am I
Oh, God,
wrong?
what? You're not wrong at all. He's so beautiful. He wants to be friends with everybody, and it is so.
The friendship
So
is
great.
space magic, Kamen Rider.
Yes, I love how you picked up on that. Yes, she is, I believe, from that show.
Well, her helmet basically follows the same format: white border, black face, bold eyes with a bright color, and it got the little horn thingy.
that is true. That is true.
And
It does
also,
follow
her
that same-
suit is very metallic and astronaut-esque.
Well, again, also true.
Now, I may be biased because of the space theming, but I gotta
But
give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for Nadeshiko. All right. Reveal the third one, as that will be Kamen Rider Snipe.
What am I looking at? Okay.
Is it the one with the emo hair? Did it send in the right order?
Yes, it sent. In the nicest way possible.
Oh,
He looks
pardon?
like, in the nicest way possible, he looks like an
Hmm.
11-year-old's attempt at a JoJo character.
I don't. I don't. Yeah, I think that to be a compliment and also a roast.
Yes, that's why I say in the nicest way possible.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is his chest a gaming console controller?
Yeah, this is the gaming themed one. He's from the
Okay,
gaming theme show.
okay.
Why? I used to know all of the shows like by the back of
I
my hand.
want
Why am
I want to
I'm
say it's
drawing a
I
blank
want to say
right
it's
now?
Xaid. I want to say it's Xaid, but I don't
Yeah, he's actually.
know.
Why am I drawing a blank right now? I just did a
I just
whole
remember
thing on Kamen Rider.
I just remember Xaid because the protagonist is pink and he looks cool, and also video game cancer, but that's neither here nor there.
Ah,
Um,
right, video game cancer. That's what that show's about.
ah, I'm
All
gonna
right, out
give
of
him a
10, bud.
5. It's not. It's I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10. It's not the best, but I'm sure there's worse ones.
All right, 5 for Snipe. Ooh, I don't know if that's a hot take, and I know nothing about him other than what he looks like.
He look funky,
He look
and that's all I
funky.
got.
He do look funky. My experience with the our shared experience with the Kamen Rider franchise is a little jumpy around in terms of time point and era. So there are some shows we kind of just missed, or like only have seen partials of.
Look, man, I started with Kamen Rider W and just kind of jumped around.
Technically, you started with Futo P. Its anime sequel.
And what Kamen Rider does Futopi focus on?
Yes, I know it's
My point
W, but you didn't
remains.
watch this show. Semantics. Moving on. Reveal the fourth one.
Oh my god, I love them. Look at them.
I believe it to be a her. That is Kamen Rider Nago, I think.
Oh my
Yes,
god, it's a
if I'm not
music
mistaken.
cat.
Yes, I love her design so much. She is from. Why didn't I write this in my notes? Like,
Bro took
I'm.
notes on this and forgot important information.
I took notes for like every segment, but did not write down what the Kamen Rider show they're from. They're
You
from
know,
Geats, by the way. Uh,
I mean, I figured
because they are from Geats. I think you could tell if you have seen Geats. Like what the
fox
right,
ears,
not the show, the writer, which I guess it's whatever. Yeah.
fox ears.
Yes, I know.
That's what gave it away.
So, what do you think of the music right now?
Ah, I'm trying not to rank them all above 5 because that's like mean, but also I love Kamen Rider designs so much.
No, that's perfectly fine. There's no
Uh,
look. There's just no bad designs. You never know.
Gotta go with an 8 out of 10. It's not better than Skull, but it is definitely better than fucking emo hyper pop boy over there. I don't know.
His name is Snipe.
I know what his name is. I don't care.
All right, next one is Kamen Rider Vram. Vram?
Brother,
Vram.
brother got corn on his
That is
vest.
that is pudding. Actually, he's
It's
pudding
pudding?
themed.
Oh, it looks
Yeah,
like corn. My
it
apologies.
it does a little look like corn. It does. You're right about that.
He's kind of he's kind of hard to look at. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, escaping.
I do like that the things where his ears would be kind of look like old headphones.
Yeah, that's a good
As
element. I like that. Honestly, I like all of these designs
but
for
also
varying reasons.
the pudding clogs are kind of throwing me off.
It kind of looked like a bandolier of grenades a little bit.
He looks like he's got pimples on his kneecaps because they put the pudding like with the with the red side upwards. I feel like this design could have gone a lot better and they just didn't know what they were doing.
To be fair, I don't know what he changes into. I've only seen the first like part of Gov, so
But
I'm sure he
is he
changes and
better?
evolves.
Is he better than Snipe is the question.
Now that's a good question.
I don't
That's a
don't
question
think
only
so.
you can
I
answer.
don't think so. I'm gonna give him a 3.
A 3. Ooh,
3 out of
okay.
10. I
Our first below 5.
I can't get over the pudding clogs, man. They're ruining everything.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right, the next one is Kamen Rider Necrom
Oh, look at
from.
you. You remind me of Ben 10.
Honestly, yeah, the color scheme, the kind of jacketish look. Yeah, I see it. Well, it's actually a hoodie. From Kamen Rider Ghost. Ghost
Oh,
War.
yeah, I see the ghost. I see the ghost in him. It's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
A lot of the Ghost Riders have like a hoodie aesthetic to them.
I like
So
the eye on his chest plate. That's interesting.
right, it's
Is
really
that a
nice
gun
looking.
on his arm?
I I'll say yes, but I'm actually not sure what it's used for. Haven't watched. I've only seen the first 3 episodes of Ghost. This is only making me realize how scattered my experience with the Rider franchise is, and like it's because I can't get any of it outside of piracy.
Hey, man, you know more than I do, which is why I'm only ranking these off suit design. So,
Look, I picked these except for like Skull purely because I wanted to do something different that would have related to things we're going to talk about later in the news segment. So I
I
picked
mean,
something
what?
out of the blue. Tertiary writers, the third ones. So what do you want to give Necrom?
Hmm. I'm gonna go with another 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for Ben 10. All right.
Oh, I should have given him a
Next
10 out of 10 for the bit.
Next one is Kamen Rider the Bee.
Is he literally called common? Is he literally called the bee?
If the wiki says so, then I will say yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they stuck to the
he's
theme.
he's B.
He's a bee. They even put a stinger on his wrist. That's amazing. Good for him.
I know you have beef with bees.
My minor allergy is a consideration in my bias against this design. However, I do not have beef with bees. Bees are fine. They mainly leave
Mm-hmm.
me alone. It's the other
Anyway.
ones. It's the wasps and
Mm,
hornets and things, which he looks more hornet-esque than bee, but that's because bees are fluffy and that's a common writer.
yeah, I mean, I guess you could make a fluffy Kamen Rider.
I mean, I guess you could, but I can't
I don't know,
imagine that
man.
would be.
I have a soft, fluffy Eggman in the background. Oh my, the light of my lamp is making his fucking reflective glasses sheen right now. He's going through an anime moment.
Let him have his anime, aha, I've got a plan moment. Let him have it. He
He'll
deserves it.
he'll be doing that in the background the whole time. All right, what are you gonna give the bee?
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10. Okay.
They just they just stuck to B and didn't like do much with it. Just
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, that's a B, and that's it.
Fair enough. All right, the next one is
What?
Kamen Rider Zorda
I did
from
not
Kamen Rider
expect
Ryuki.
him to be this green.
Or I forget what he's called in Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, the one other Kamen Rider US adaptation we've gotten, but he's also from that too. He's in hit Wii game Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which
He
I've
looks
heard
like
plays like Castlevania Judgment, which
he
makes me want to
looks
buy it.
like he's supposed to be in a VR laser tag arena.
He is. He does have a lot of guns, so
He got like a VR headset and little lights on his shoulders so I could shoot them in a laser tag arena and get points off it. But
yeah, he does kind of give that energy. But he is, I think, if I remember correctly, he's partially like bull themed. Because like I think believe that's what
bull
his
themed?
advent a
I do not
little.
get that. I do
It's
not
I
get
th-
that from him.
I think that's what his advent deck is based off of. It's been
He's not,
such
if
a
he's
long
bull
time.
themed, he's not the best bull themed thing I have seen.
I think he's both him. I can't really. Well, actually, I guess I could have very quickly fact checked this if I really wanted to.
You could Google it if you wanted to.
I think
You have the ability.
this is true. This is true. What do you think about this look? What do you think about Kamen Rider Zelda?
Gotta give him a 4 out of 10. There's not really much going on here. His boots are nice
Fair.
though, but that's
His
about
boots are
it.
nice. This is true. Yeah, he's a bull slash buffalo military tank, like motif, kind of.
Where
It might be with his weapons and things. All of Kamen Rider Ryuki's were based on like like monsters they can make contracts with,
that makes sense.
and so it may not be in his base look, but like he can summon weapons and things that may lead into the motif a little more.
Okay, that
But
makes more sense. Because his base look, I would not have guessed.
I mean, Kamen Rider Ryuki himself doesn't look too much like a dragon except for the dragon on his wrist, but then he can do more shit to become more dragon-like. Granted, he can summon a dragon. They can all
Oh,
summon
he's
things.
got a bull on his morpher. I didn't even see that. Not his
Power
driver.
Ranger
I didn't
Brain
even.
returns.
Shut. You're right. But I also. I forgot that they were called drivers. Because, like, transformation, my brain just puts morpher in there as, like, a
Yeah.
placeholder until I forget or remember.
All
Jesus.
right. Your ninth option is Kamen Rider Mage from
Oh,
Kamen
look
Rider
at
Wizard.
you.
They look really cool. I
You
know
got candy
nothing
corn
about
on your
Kamen.
shoulders.
That
Got
they do have
crystallized
candy corn
candy
on their
corn on
shoulders.
their shoulders.
They do have candy corn on their shoulders, don't they?
They do, yes.
Hmm.
I do like the helmet though.
Yeah, the helmet is sick. It's
It
so
gives me like
cool.
you know how like an eagle grabs like a crystal ball that they'll put on like the ends of staffs and things like a spirit Halloween.
Yeah,
It kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
looks like that.
It does kind of look like that, does it? Kind of looks like a talon overtaking like a crystal, like a ball.
It
You're
does.
right about that.
And that's really sick.
It is really sick.
I like the winged boots too. Like they got owl
Hmm.
heads on the top of them with a wing off to the side,
Oh, they do. Look
which
at
is
that.
nice.
I never noticed that before. I didn't notice that until you pointed that out. Huh.
Artist brain, it lets you know
Artist
things.
brain. All right,
I
your
do love
last
how
one.
chunky the rings are. By the way, I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. Anyway.
I was about to ask what your ranking was, so we could go on to the last one.
What the I
That
looked at the
is
last one preemptively. I
that is Kamen Rider, I believe, Chalice. Kamen Rider Chalice. I want to say they are from Blade, going off that Henshin device. Looks like Blades.
he looks uneven. Like I can't
Uneven
tell.
is not what I expected to hear. Continue.
Well, here's the thing. If the picture you gave me, I can't
Uh huh.
tell if it's just like the quality or just how I'm looking at him, but
Mm-hmm.
the visor of the helmet looks like it's higher on one side than it is the other.
I'll have to I'll have to check that out once we're wrapped up for this segment because I'm actually not sure.
But
Huh.
like other than that, he's pretty he is symmetrical despite the fact I called him uneven, but he's got
Un
patterns
I,
everywhere, which is very
I
nice.
can't get over of uneven as a description. That was not what I
Am I
expected to hear.
I'm not wrong, okay? I'm not wrong. I do like it though. I do like the more pattern that they have spread out. It is very
Mm-hmm.
nice. But also I cannot tell what it's supposed to be themed after.
Um. Well, I suppose I can always quickly look and tell you. So, as I quickly do that, what do you think of all of these designs as a whole for the third writer in series? What do you
As
think of
a
the pattern I've
whole,
shown you? Just kind of as a collective.
they're all pretty good. I like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I have a bias towards Kamen Rider Skull and the space one over there, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all of them are pretty solid designs, except for like the few that I gave below 5 rankings.
Oh, poor Kamen Rider Snipe.
Look, man, you can't just give me a neon emo and expect me to rank him high. This man showed up to a Kamen Rider fit check in biker shorts and thought that was okay.
That's beautiful, man. I don't know. Quick results don't tell me too much. Other than telling me it is not a traditional tertiary writer.
They are funky looking, but
Yes,
like in a good
I'll
way.
find out in post. I'll put it in the little text beneath us. I will give a clear, more descriptive answer then.
All
All
right.
right. Well, that kind of wraps up our segment one for the moment. At least I think we are close to time. The only
I
part
mean, I
about
ranked
that
them all.
that is true. You did rank them all. I think we are close to the end of segment one for this moment. So we'll be right back after a quick few minute for like not even a few minute, a few second break for all of you out there. And we are going to talk about some upcoming media news like the 55th anniversary of Kamen Rider, as well as the 51st
Wow.
anniversary of Super Sentai, the Mario movie reviews, some updates on the Steel Ball Run situation, as well as many other things. I'll see you in like 5 seconds. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to segment two of the Oddcast, the usual media news segment. And we're got a couple of different things we're going to run down for you. So, first things first, as connected back to our previous segment's little funky rating segment, we're talking about Kamen Rider today, which is just, oh boy, a lot of things got announced.
Uh, let's see. I'm trying to remember all the things that got announced. A
Let's
couple of
see.
anniversaries got announced, like the anniversary of Kamen Rider Kabuto. I can't remember any of the
Kabuto is
rest.
getting a movie. Uh, well, Kabuto is getting some kind of film. Agito is getting. We got new information about the Agito movie. We got Kamen Rider got like a bunch of different segments for its like different segments of the franchise.
They
Like
got
an
like segment studios specifically designed for anime, big films, and stuff that goes like international, from what I
mm-hmm.
understood.
Let's see. Let's do a quick note check. We have specifically a message from Akira Onodera, a a sort of update on the state of Kamen Rider Zets and its continued development, and as it's being put out, Kamen Rider Kabuto 20th anniversary, the Inheritor of Heaven, appears to be was one of which was one of the previously of 10 suggested titles that led up to the Agito Psychic War announcement, and it
Mm.
appears to be a V Cinema release that would follow, kind of similar to the O's 10th and the Phi's 20th, a theatrical release of a new movie. And then there is Kamen Rider Chronicle, which is a film label for the franchise. So the sort of the big budget films, as Urward mentioned, is going to be a under that sort of new name. It's got a fancy new logo. We have Kamen Rider Animated for all of the animated and anime related things. Kamen Rider Premium, which focuses on high budget films, as well as the game project Henshin, a brand new video game up and coming for the franchise. And of course, we have a new announcement of the next Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Myth.
It's pronounced
Myth?
Myth.
Myth?
It's Myth.
Myth? Myth.
At least everyone I've seen who's talked about it has pronounced it Myth because of the hyphen. It's not Myth.
Okay. Myth. I still might catch myself saying myth every once in a while, but it was the final main announcement for the sort of big 55th anniversary stream that happened, and it will be the next series after Zets. Once Zets comes to a close in fall, we'll have a brand new Kamen Rider to go with him.
Uh, Hopefully college gives me time to watch more Kamen Rider.
Oh, one can hope. It is, as well, it is the 25th anniversary of Agito, the
Mm.
20th anniversary of Kabuto, and a anniversary for the one and only Kamen Rider Geno.
Kamen Rider I
And that was sort
hadn't
of
heard of
the
before I read this.
Deno is the one that kind of like a train themed. He's
Oh.
got like it's like a body inherited by like spirits, and the spirits like sort of take over the body to uh act as his rider form. I believe that's how Deno works. Again, my knowledge of the franchise is very sporadic, but I do love it greatly. I just haven't had the time to sit down and watch all of its shows.
Oh yeah, I've seen Kamen Rider Denno before.
Yeah, you've definitely seen him before. Let's see. Next is the. Also, it's the 55th anniversary of Super Sentai. We mentioned that in the first segment. Super Sentai has been unfortunately dead for 2 months. It's weird that
Due
it's been
to
2 months.
due to Project Red, which is the
Well, not due to
anything else.
Project Red. Project Red is just taking in its time slot.
Right.
But it is. There was a multi set of factors that led to Super Sentai's hiatus, and we will certainly see in the future if it. No, not even if, when it comes back.
Thank you for correcting me. Was ignorant on all of that.
It was a multifaceted section that led to Super Sentai being put down, but it is still the 55th anniversary of a very long running franchise. As well, is speaking of long running franchises, while I lead into it, Mario Galaxy movie happened, and you and I saw it.
We did
We
do
were
that.
talking about that a lot in segment number 3. We wanted to briefly mention it here because we oh boy, these scores are, if I'm not mistaken, are worse than the first.
hold on. Let me pull that up.
36% Metacritic, 42 on the tomato meter, and an 89 audience review score on Rotten Tomatoes. It if I'm not mistaken, both of those are worse than the first film.
The first film got a 59 on the tomato meter and a 95 on the popcorn meter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by a decent percentage, it seems. So,
to be fair, the first movie, it feels so weird saying it had more of a plot to it because it's the Mario movie.
I mean, hey, what else are we supposed to judge this movie on? Its gameplay?
So true, actually. You were so right. Though I will say the second one, in my opinion, did look more visually stunning than the first one.
Oh yes, it is visually a very amazing movie. But we'll save the rest of our thoughts for segment number 3.
Yes, of
so, course. I've talked about Warhammer 40K a lot of this podcast. A lot of stuff was going on for that when the episodes were coming out. But and while there has been more Space Marine adjacent announcements with a brand new, I want to say veteran Blood Angel model, or just a veteran Space Marine model in general. I forget exactly which. I didn't look at the article.
If you didn't,
I
didn't.
That's the only mention it's going to get today, because we're talking about something even more niche in the tabletop scene. We are talking about I believe, recently released indie tabletop war game called Planet Shark. Planet Shark is a smaller scale, I believe, tabletop war game where you play as little sharks in mechs. And it's, as I am most
They're called
definitely putting on
Sharkanoids, by
screen,
the way.
Thank you, they're called Sharkanoids. As I am going to absolutely flood the screen with these little adorable goobers, they are just the cutest little guys. And
they're so cute and they crave violence.
They yeah, they do. It is an indie project. If I am not, it is an indie project that was put up on Kickstarter quite some time ago, and had for my understanding, a strong campaign, and is made by a small team of artists that, well,
they have a Discord.
They do have a Discord. That is very true. Let's see. If I'm remembering correctly, the main sort of deal with the game is that you customize a warband of your own little sharks, repurpose alien scrap technology into the weapons of war, and you get to customize your own, hero character in a way.
You get to customize your own warband and repurpose all the aliens.
That is... Thank you for correcting me. Yes. How it describes itself is that if Who is it for? Well, if you want like fast tactical gameplay without complicated rules, without complicated rules, and you like character building and customizing small character warbands who enjoy campaign progression with a persistent and unique stories, well, and also a lighter tone, no grimdark here, you will absolutely love Planet Shark. I know that if I'm not mistaken, the game is free on itch, but you are welcome to name a price of your own if you think it's worth paying for, or you can just simply get it for free.
Monetize the
And
sharks, they
it's
deserve money.
I agree, they absolutely deserve money, and I have been following the artist for years, and I love their work so much. I will put their name in this video right now because the name currently escapes me. Why did I not write that down? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'll get better at this. So, next, DMC Season 2, the Devil May Cry Season 2 had promotional images put out. And then we got a whole
That
on trailer between last time and now.
we
Virgil?
had we had a like teaser snippet of the show itself with Dante getting Ebony and Ivory, and
Mm-hmm.
then at some point, sometime later, the teaser trailer released for season two. That's the timeline of events
Mm-hmm.
that way.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm interested in it. Like, I'm not a
I
DMC
am
person.
I am excited as the storm that is approaching. I think I have a bit of
I think you have a
to
right to
say,
be excited. Virgil from
despite
Devil May Cry.
despite what fans may what avid Devil May Cry fans may say about the series, we haven't had new content since 2019. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it is a shame. It seems like a very good franchise. I just haven't gotten that much into it. Uh, I mean, I just don't have any of the games. I really should pick some up. I've considered it for a while, and I still might just. I just really should probably beat the Bayonetta games I own first.
Yes, but
Yeah.
if it makes you feel any better, Bayonetta 1 is directed by the same guy that
Mm-hmm.
directed the DMC series, or at least Devil May Cry 1 from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got the same combat system and same nonsensical element to it. Do you want to beat
Yeah.
demons with a motorcycle?
I would love to beat Demons to
Then
Death on
play
a motorcycle, yes.
Devil May Cry.
Okay. Fantastic. And I believe the last thing on our list is Steel Ball Run. Last episode, Ethan and I talked at length about both the controversies surrounding the release schedule for Steel Ball Run during the second trailer, as well as the first episode in its entirety, as well as kind of just JoJo in general. We talked a lot
Hmm.
about just kind of general JoJo and our vibes about it. But we have an update for Steel Ball Run. An official statement that's going to pop on your screen right now uh, from Netflix that came out, I think, just straight up today, as of recording at least. And it
Came out at
says,
2:08 a.m. our time.
oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go. Well, I don't know how to feel about it. On one hand, right, people are kind of, I think people are jumping the gun a little bit when it comes to saying we got weekly JoJo, which we technically do have weekly JoJo again. There is a catch, though. They use the term split cord, or like, in other words, it is a. It's just okay.
It
To
seems
put
like
it
we're
simply, they're doing batches, but releasing them weekly when the batches are done. That's
okay.
what I
So we're
took away
getting
from this.
so the way that what you took from it is we're getting like an amount of episodes per week, but we are still getting like weekly
Yes, we
content of
are
JoJo.
getting.
Okay.
We are getting when a batch comes out, it's going to be an episode once a week instead
Hey,
of be just dropping all at once like not Silver Run, Stone Ocean had.
hey, that's better than what I thought was gonna happen. Because when I watched the second episode trailer and just saw 2026, I thought we were just gonna get one more episode this year. So if what
No,
you
I
are
don't. I
saying is
don't.
true, then it's better than what I was anticipating.
I don't I don't think it is going to be just one episode. That I don't think. No. I think I think the first episode was just saying how I think this was supposed to go is that they released the first episode, drum up hype, build up stuff. It's like here's the first here's the first full like stage of the Steel Ball run
Hmm.
in a short film, 47-minute package for you to drum up and get excited about. And then they are going to release the second batch in fall. And I don't know if that's like international or that's. I'm gonna assume they mean like Japan, so more like October and December ish, more so when it's cold, say in the West. More like later half in the more wintry periods of time for us. But yeah. So we shall see. But on one hand, pestering Netflix with your distorted images of Johnny Joestar at least got them to reply. Which,
Flooding the Devil May
honestly,
Cry season 2 promo images with comments of where is episode 2 got them to say something. So good on you
which
for bullying a corporation into revealing information.
honestly, we'll take what we can get at this point. Like, we got something. We got an update. The radio silence was going to drive people crazy. And speaking of driving people
Was
crazy,
going to?
yeah, okay. Well, did.
It
I even
did.
put it in the thumbnail of last episode. Oh man. But that is kind of your quick 15-minute summary of some of the things going on in the wider media world from niche to not so niche. And well, we'll see you in segment number 3 where we're going to expand upon our thoughts on the Mario Galaxy movie. Good, we are going. Are you going?
I am going.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to segment 3, our elevator pitch segment, aka the reviewing segment. Usually we review things like 3 episodes of anime, maybe the first few chapters of a book, or maybe even a rule book for Tertiary JOJO that I drag Ethan to read with me. But this time we're reviewing a movie. Ooh. We're reviewing the Mario Galaxy movie that came out, I guess
April
last
2nd.
week now. Yeah.
It came April 2nd or April 1st, I think.
It was
One
April
of those
1st.
two.
It was
Oh,
April
it was April
1st. April
1st.
Fool's Day. We saw it the day after it came out, that following Thursday, and we, you know what? It was pretty. It was
It
fun
was
to
pretty
watch.
to look at. It
was
was an
it
enjoyable
was
experience.
it was an enjoyable
Substance-wise, however,
experience. But
there was not much there.
yeah, let's talk about that paper thin, way too fast plot. Like the story is very thin.
I
No
haven't
one really
played Mario
progresses.
Galaxy, so it's not like I know anything that happens in the game.
I'm gonna be real. This is more Mario Odyssey and advertising for Nintendo more
I
than
didn't
it is
finish.
Galaxy.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't finish Mario Odyssey either, so I have no way to speak on much of that.
This movie is like there was a post
As
I
you
saw.
described it to me, which I'm sure
Uh-huh.
is what you're about to reference, is that the Mario Galaxy movie was the equivalent of is dangling keys in front of the audience's face.
Yeah, it was. It was really was just jingling keys. It felt like that. It was so like it was fast. There
It
were a
was
lot
fast.
of
It was
references in it.
visually beautiful.
It
It
was
was packed with
Mhm.
references to distract you all from the fact that there was nothing there plot-wise.
Like
And
it
that
really.
Rosalina only had 10 minutes of screen time, and most of it was just her trapped
Yep.
and dying. That was it.
Yep. It's okay. Look, I hate to make this comparison 2 minutes into the segment. Shadow the Hedgehog has 17 minutes in his movie.
Are you telling me
He
that
only beats
Shadow the
Rosalina by.
Hedgehog
He only beats
got
Rosalina
only
by 7
7
minutes.
minutes more
Yup.
than Rosalina?
Yup.
Hmm. That's insulting.
Yep. Here's the thing, right? The Mario movies have made way more money than the Sonic movies. But between Mario Galaxy and the first Mario and Super Mario Brothers, um, they didn't really get better. Like, the first movie has more of a plot than the
Hmm.
second one does. It has more of a fulfilling plot the second one does, and it's already pretty like narratively and progression like ways light.
It seems like they tried to cover like the first movie was more plot focused and less like pretty visual, and then the second movie was more like pretty visual references and less plot.
Like, here's from a visuals perspective, right?
Hmm.
It looks fantastic. No denying that. It's got a lot of fun references, a lot of great musical nods, a lot of fun cameos in it. There's Pikmin in it. There's Star
For
Fox in
some
it.
reason,
There's Mr. Game and Watch is in it. There's
they
the
didn't.
frog
Rob,
guy, Rob. There's the frog guy from Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this movie. A lot of great visuals, interesting
no
set
Kirby though.
pieces. No Kirby, big sad. Apparently, I can't confirm as I haven't had a chance to go back and rewatch it. But apparently in the like ship scene where you see where they're like on the spaceport, Samus's ship is in like the background. You can see it. There was also mention of a blue falcon, maybe. So there are things like that. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of references, a lot of musical cues that are references, a lot of visuals that are references, a lot of characters, cameos, all of that. We just went
I've
over it, right?
I've also seen the criticism that they should have left Star Fox's reveal as a surprise instead of doing like a promo image for it as the movie was releasing.
Also
Be-
agree. It strikes me as Gogeta Blue is in Super Broly type thing, but the difference is Japan just kind of does that. Japan's marketing is more of look at this really cool thing you want to see. How do they do that? Now you got to get up in there and go. While as in the U.S., it's mostly like they try to keep their secrets, their cards close to their chest. But for this movie, they'd say, "Ah, hey, look, Star Fox in this movie. Ain't that cool?" I was like, "Wow, that would have been nice to be surprised about."
They kind of just took out one of the like best cards they had to play and went boom, it's in this movie, go watch it. When they could have
Yep.
been like, Mario, fill the seats. Boom, Star Fox.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't check this, but it feels like Fox had more screen time than Rosalina in the Mario Galaxy movie.
You think if I like quickly Google it, I'll learn how much screen time he had?
You know what? Sure, I'll do that, and I'll just continue with my initial thought. Like, okay, first off, having a lot of references isn't bad, but when it takes away, like when it takes away from the narrative in and of itself, it really is, like I said, like jingling keys. It's a lot of stuff happening, but not a lot of things like progress. It feels really, really fast, and like it just it's so it's so plot light, and the things they do set up feel like they fall away almost immediately. Like Bowser, like kind of having a connection to Mario and Luigi is kind of friends, but then like they almost drop it as soon as things after a few scenes of Bowser being hesitant, and that's kind of it. Like again, Rosalina is barely present
Hmm.
in the movie that she's the focus of in the
She gets
game.
10 and a half minutes at most in a 100-minute runtime of a movie,
In a movie
according to
where based on a game
Gizmodo.com.
where she is prevalent.
Yep.
Again, and also again, it feels a lot less like Mario Galaxy and more Mario Odyssey in space because there's a lot more Odyssey references with some of the planets and locations than there are
I was
Galaxy.
wasn't Mario Odyssey in space, or am I just misremembering that?
No, you pilot a ship around the planet, around the Earth.
Oh, okay. I see. I
If
see.
I'm
I'm
remembering right.
misremembering that.
I mean, well, I guess there is technically you do go to the moon.
So you do go to
That's how
space, just
you do go
not
to space. Just
extensively.
not like that way. Not in the way you're thinking.
And also, apparently, according to Reddit, I know a reliable source of information, but
Hey, they can tell me I can fix my computer from 15 years ago.
according to Reddit, Star Fox has a total of 6 minutes and 28 seconds.
And he
of
feels
screen
more
time,
present in this movie.
while Rosalina has 10 to 11. But to be fair, unlike Rosalina, Star Fox was doing things.
You can just call him Fox, by the way. Star Fox is the
I,
name of the franchise.
yes, I can, but like, I don't want to. Point being,
You just don't want to call him by his name?
no, I like saying Star Fox. It's fun, but I'll call him
Mr.
Fox
Star
anyway.
Fox.
I'll call him Fox McCloud as his name actually is. But
You can say
uh,
his full name every time.
yes. But point being, he was
Mhm.
actually like doing things essential to the plot, whereas Rosalina sat helpless in a glass bubble for the majority of her screen time.
Yeah. And also, like, a lot of this, like,
She
the
had
plot,
one cool scene
and it was the
and
banner.
and immediately got owned.
Okay, well, not immediately. She absolutely would have won that fight if
Well,
it wasn't for
yes,
that
she
one
would
woman.
have if it wasn't for her child disobeying her directions.
One of many.
Listen to your parents.
Yes.
Listen to your parents, kids. Anyway, that's the moral of the story. Listen to your parents, kids, or the Koopa Kingdom will wreck your shit.
Ah, yes. Of course. But yeah, I don't. Okay, like, I enjoyed it, but it's not good. Like,
I
okay,
think that's the best way to
I
go
think that
about
is the
this.
best way we can say. I
It is an
enjoyed it,
enjoyable movie. If somebody
but
asked
it's
me to see it
not
again, would I go
good.
see it? Yes.
I'm going to
Is it a
see it
good
again tomorrow
movie?
with friends
No.
because I was asked to.
Good
But is it
good for you, man.
like? Is it good? No. Did we like it? Yeah, we enjoyed it, but like, oh, but it honestly is just worse than the first
It's
one plot wise,
just worse than the first one.
which is sad. Again, like a lot of the like plot of Galaxy isn't really incorporated. It kind of just feels like you're borrowing the aesthetic a little bit.
While I was searching for Fox McCloud's screen time, I
Hmm.
found a review that said it felt more like the Peach movie and not the Mario movie.
I don't really see that as a bad thing on it,
It's not
to
a
be
bad
honest.
thing, but like they do make a good point. Peach felt more like the main character
Hmm.
than the guy whose name was in the title.
Kind of feels like uh, kind of. Well, actually, no, it's not even a fair comparison. I was gonna say it kind of feels like how Goku is treated in like later parts of Z, where he's more of he's the main character kind of, but everyone else is doing everything, and he shows up to fix everything later. Like
No?
I don't know, it that's how. Again, no, but again, not that's not an apt comparison. That's how it felt for like a split second. Oh God, this movie is pretty to look at, fun to watch, but it's just
Full of fun cameos, but there's not a lot there.
there's just not a lot to sink your teeth into. And people are saying like, well, it's the Mario movie. What did you expect? I
I didn't.
reiterate to
Here's
a
the thing.
previous point
I
that I made. What am I gonna judge this on? The gameplay?
I did.
Like,
Here's the thing. I don't expect it to be like something too equivalent to like The Godfather or like movie classics that are
it
like
doesn't need to be
top
Citizen
tier
Kane.
up
It
there.
needs to be
It does.
entertaining.
It just needs to have a plot,
Like,
substance of any kind, not just visual stimuli.
yep. Like, it really is just fun to look at. It Another post I saw kind of said it's for you to point at the screen and go, "Oh my god!" Like, that's what it's there for.
It's
That's
for
what it
you to
feels
be
like.
like, I understood that reference and not, hey, this is a good movie.
Yep, that is honestly how it feels. I
Did it
still
have
liked all the
its did
references
it have
though.
its moments? Yes.
Yes.
Were there many of them? No.
No.
No, there
Narratively
were not.
speaking. Narratively speaking, that is correct. There are some cool like fun scenes like Bowser and Bowser Jr. have like a lot of good fun scenes. The choreography in the movie is really well done. like
The
I
audio
recently
stylings that
I
they chose
oh yeah, the
was
sound
really
design
nice.
is
The sound
great.
design was
Sound
beautiful.
design is
I thought
great.
I
Music is
thought they put
great.
Galaga in it. I'm probably wrong, but I thought okay, when there's like a scene where they're like the ship is firing
Hmm.
lasers, right? I thought for
Yeah.
like a split second because I had been listening to the Galaga laser firing sounds for JoJo in Space Reasons.
Hmm.
I thought they were at least very similar. I could very much be
I
wrong.
will. You know what? I will. Between now and the moment this
Get
episode's
back
gonna
to
go up,
me.
I
Let
will
me
watch
know.
the movie again. I will let you know if they are in fact referencing the Galaga sounds or not. They could be. I don't know.
Because it sounded very similar. I would have pointed it out when we watched it, but I wasn't certain enough to be like, oh, hey, neat reference.
But yeah, that's just that's kind of the quick thoughts on that one. Like it was fun to watch. There's just not a lot there, and like I can't get over like how I kind of I went back to for a quick comparison, watched like the ending of Sonic 3, like the fight
Mm-hmm.
with like the moment with Super Sonic and Super Shadow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I then rewatched the like ending conflicts in the Mario Galaxy movie, and I'm like, okay, Mario Galaxy looks prettier, it has better choreography, but this makes me feel very little. The Sonic movies, for their flaws, have actively gotten better with each one and will probably continue to do so.
It's
As
almost
they
like
take
they're
in
learning.
criticism and improve, they learned with each new movie. And while, yes, the ending bit in, say, Sonic 3 is not as well choreographed as the ending fight in the Mario Galaxy movie, you feel something in Sonic 3's ending.
The Mario movie, the Mario movies seem like, while they tried to improve in the area where the first movie may have lacked, they neglected the area where the first movie really succeeded.
And even then, the first movie's plot is kind of straightforward, which is not a bad
Yes.
thing. It's kind of
It's not
light
a
on story. Like
it's not a bad thing.
being
It's Mario.
being light on story is not a problem. You can have a very simple narrative and it can be told in an engaging way. There's a lot of children's media that tells great stories that everybody can enjoy, and the Mario films, the first one tells a simple story and does it like fine. But the Galaxy movie things just kind of happen, and it's hidden behind references and good visuals and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of sums up everything. Well, everybody, if you have enjoyed this episode of the Oddcast Podcast, and if you enjoyed listening to us ramble for a little over 45 minutes, well, I hope we were entertaining background noise to whatever the heck you were doing. That's what I use podcasts for. So, I hope you have a good, or at least, odd day.